Hey y'all, and welcome to Hedgehog Month 2021. I'm really excited that I was able to start this tradition here on the channel, and hopefully we can continue to make it a yearly tradition where I can put 100% of my focus on one of my favorite video game series of all time. There was a time in my life where Sonic took a backseat in terms of interest level compared to many other things going on in my life. I wasn't playing any of the new games, I didn't renew my subscription for the Archie comic series, I just didn't really have anything going on with Sonic at the time, and that's just kinda sad. During this time, Sonic Colors, or as it's known in Europe, Sonic Colors was released, and I didn't pick it up. I heard good things about it. I heard that it was a return to form, or whatever the phrase is that you hear in every single Sonic video, or at the very least a good Sonic game. But I just didn't care. I didn't really have much interest in it. At this time, I was a junior in high school, and I was becoming a hardcore gamer. Now, don't get me wrong, I was still an absolute dweeb. When I say hardcore, I'm talking about how I made the transition over to a full-time Xbox 360 gamer. I had gotten Halo 3 and Modern Warfare 2 in the spring and summer prior to my junior year, the first M-rated games I had ever owned, and Halo Reach came out at the beginning of that school year. I was playing these games online with friends from school almost all the time, and when I wasn't playing these games, I was hunting for achievements to boost my gamer score, something that I cared very deeply about back then. And now I use my Xbox One as a Blu-ray player. I didn't care about the Wii anymore. I didn't care about what Nintendo was putting out. I actually sold my copy of Pokemon White, which is something that I would never do nowadays. Unless the retro market is going crazy right now with people making ridiculous purchases, so if people are willing to buy it... Anyways, the literal only reason I ever booted up the Wii was to play Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And even then, those moments were very few and far between. And with Sonic Colors being a Wii exclusive, I just never got around to it. Now, the month before Sonic Colors came out, Sonic 4 Episode 1 was released, and that was multi-platform, so I played that on the Xbox. And, you can see why I wasn't jumping at the opportunity to play more. So after buying a copy of the game from a video rental store that was going out of business, where I got the game for like $5, I finally sat down and gave it a shot, 11 years later. And it's a pretty fun Sonic game. It's not the best thing ever, it's not going to do anything mind-blowing, but it's pretty fun. Before we even start with the game, remember when you could get a new Wii game and look at this little intro screen on the Wii menu? I loved those. The intro video when the game boots up looks absolutely beautiful. The Wii gets a bad rap about its visuals from time to time. Sure, there are some times that it looks like an enhanced PlayStation 2, sometimes it looks worse, but this video shows how good it can look. I guess it's a pre-rendered cutscene or whatever, but still, this looks great. The game doesn't waste any time getting going either. You hit start at the main menu, and you're thrown into the first level. You drop in, obviously as the blue blur, and just start going for it. This game is in what a lot of people call the Boost series of Sonic games. You're not just a super fast Sonic, you have a little bar that fills up that you can spend to get an extra boost. And for the most part, these types of Sonic games just aren't really my thing. The adventure-style games are honestly my favorites. Yes, even more than the Genesis games. Hate me if you want. Unleashed and Generations are part of this series, and Generations is one of my favorite Sonic games, but the boosting is just not my favorite element. I feel like I'm gonna miss something when I'm boosting through the level, and if I'm in an area that is tight and cramped, I don't want to go boosting into every other wall while I'm playing that level. But aside from that small complaint, the game looks really good in motion. The areas are bright and vibrant. Never once during the gameplay did I ever think that it looked bad, or even could have looked better. I think it looks just as good as it was meant to be. And frame rates are not a concern of mine in the slightest, as long as the game is still playable, but I'm pretty sure the frames never dropped through the entire playthrough at all. Even intense on-screen moments looked good to me. The only time that I ever thought it didn't look amazing was during regular cutscenes, but even then, they're not bad. The other big important feature of the game is the inclusion of the Wisps. These are little alien creatures that are the driving point of the game. Eggman is capturing them, and you gotta save them. Simple conflict. But they're more than just a plot device, they make a direct impact on the levels. Some of them fill your boost gauge, others give you special powers for a limited time. Key examples are drilling into the ground to access special areas of a level, and being able to turn floating blue rings into platforms to reach special areas of a level. None of them feel like they are inherently shoehorned into a level though. All of the Wisp's powers are very situational, but that situation is what the level is based around. The charm that's in this game is very apparent at every turn. The stage results screen lets you run around said screen, break the numbers and letter ranking, and you even get an extra life from doing it sometimes. That's just cute. Games need to do more cute things like this. And the stage select screen, while not feeling so much like a Sonic game, is exceptional. Probably because it was designed to be like a Mario stage select screen. With this game coming out on the Wii, Sega wanted to appeal to younger audiences and Mario fans, and just the design of the stage select shows that. They also do a very Mario thing where they'll have a concept that gets used in one level and you never see it again. These green danger balls are literally only in this level, and if they're in another, it's gotta be one at the bare minimum. Just like Mario games, it's cool to use the concept once because it gives that level its own special thing, but if there's a particular concept you wanted to see repeated, you're out of luck. Another way to tell that it was designed with younger fans in mind is the humor of the game. The Sonic games weren't really known for their humor before, at least intentionally, but this game has definite jokes written with purpose. Most of the interactions between Eggman and his bots are for comedic effect, stuff that gets a chuckle out of you. But some of the other dialogue is actually hilarious.
I did a little shopping, grabbed a bite to eat, and trashed a giant killer robot.
Oh, really? And they've got shopping here, too?
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me!
And we're blessed with sassy tales in this game.
We did it, dude!
We? I don't remember you fighting off any insane robots.
True. Well, good job to you on inventing a translator that allowed us to speak to the aliens and figure out exactly what we needed to do so we weren't running around the park looking like idiots. Oh no, wait. That was me.
Hello. There's very few things I truly disliked about this game, but the one thing that I just couldn't get over was the weird detection of picking up rings when you've taken damage. At first I thought I was just missing the rings entirely, but I genuinely think that you have a sort of invincibility frame time segment that prevents you from picking up rings you've lost. I've never seen anyone else mention this, but I feel like I'm not going crazy. If I am, oh well. This wouldn't be a huge deal if it wasn't a staple of the Sonic franchise. Even if you can only get one ring, you can recycle that one ring after taking damage over and over. Here, I could barely gather a single ring after taking damage. I just don't even know what to say about it. And on top of the weird ring issues, there are some auto-driven running sections where there's a strand of rings, and then there's none for the rest of the level. And you simply can't recollect any of those rings if you're damaged, so the number of rings is entirely pointless. They may give you 10 rings, but it only gives you one hit without the ability to grab any of them off of a second bounce. The other major complaint I have is that on your first playthrough of the game, you have none of the Wisps at your disposal, getting them as you progress. And like I said earlier, the levels are based around the Wisp powers, but some early and even mid-game levels get changed completely when you have Wisp powers to use. If you don't have a certain color of Wisp available, it's just silhouetted in the level and you have to figure out your way around it. It just feels like you're playing the level with just the goal in mind, and the real fun part of the level is stuck behind whatever the Wisps let you do. It's awesome when you get that Wisp, but before, not so much. And as far as collectibles go in this game, you can get a high ranking in every level, and there's also red rings in each level. If you're not familiar with the Boost series, these are rings that are hidden throughout the level or in an area requiring very fast reflexes, and when you collect them all, you unlock levels to play through in the Game Land section of the game. This is an area that's a simulation type game mode where you don't actually play as Sonic. You play as a virtual hedgehog. Playing through these levels, assuming you found every red ring in the main game, lets you get the Chaos Emeralds to unlock Super Sonic for the main game. And I didn't do it. I'm honestly not that interested in playing as Super Sonic, because everything online I've read said that it's very underwhelming in this game. Which is so disappointing, because playing as Goku Sonic is one of the highlights of almost every other Sonic game. You can play Game Land in multiplayer with a friend. I tried to get my wife to play through it with me, but... Hey honey, will you play this game? Okay. And you can even play this mode as your Mii, which is just a really cool idea. It's fun seeing games that let you see yourself in the mode you're playing, and gonna be honest, not a big fan of that in the slightest. Overall, Sonic Colors is a good game that can be a great game depending on your interest level in the Blue Hedgehog. I really enjoyed my time with it, and with the game coming out as a remaster in the coming months, I'm probably never going to pick up the Wii version again. It wasn't that good where I'm going to go revisit it, but it was good enough where I'm going to want that remaster. And if you've never played any Sonic game before, I think this is a great one for you to pick up. You can pick it up on the Switch and take it portably too, so what's not to love? And if you do like Sonic, then it's a Sonic game. That's all you really need to know about. It took me 11 years to finally sit down and play this game, and I'm glad I did. And with that, we are officially done with Hedgehog Month 2021. You can expect more Sonic goodness coming next July. If you've been wondering why we're doing this and really just want to get back to the Pokemon, hey, you're in luck, that's coming. Got stuff down the pipeline. I hope y'all have a great day, and until next time, see you later!